of MegaMek as we continue the campaigns of the Striking Servants. Hello everybody. Wow, there's a lot of people here already. It's like Friday all over again. Hello spirits, Big Brick is here, Shadow Swordmaster, Maniacal Pyro Knight. Need time for some stompy robots. We've got Not So Noble, Stormwind. I think I said hi to Stormwind, but maybe not. Maybe that was Shadow Swordmaster, in which case, hello to all of you. Talik and Dawson, welcome to the stream. We are about to get a rockin' and a rolling. As you can see, we once again have potentially 5 operations today, and it's going to hopefully be interesting. Scotch. You're having scotch? Really? Of course. Scotch on a Friday evening. How is that not enjoyable? Let me instead take a sip of my totally natural water. Oh, Mech Lances and Fox Extra Selector. Are we getting 5 battles again?
New target
yes.
acquired.
Crazy Mode has just subscribed. Supio. He's been with us for 2 months. So, folks, if you happen to have any Urban Mech emotes, you need to be spamming them in the chat. Oh my god. My Urban Mech emote. It has failed me. Why? What is this insanity? Oh, there it goes. It just needed a load in for me. I thought for a second I had sent some blank things. But yeah, folks, if you have any Urban Mech emotes, you need to be spamming them in the chat right now to support the people who support the channel, just like Crazy Mode does. I hope Arrow Stuff can keep up with the very limited time.
New target acquired.
I love my single malt whiskey. Oh, wow. Spirits is gifting 5 tier 1 subs. They've gifted 10 so far, going out to Smalley, Big Brick 36, Bits,
New
Bacon,
target
Bob
acquired.
Fruit, and Links in Space. Wow. So again, folks, more Urban Mechs all over the place. Why? Because that is a huge amount of support, and we got to support those who support the channel. Because without them, there would be nothing.
New target acquired.
Absolutely nothing. And oh my goodness, we've started a hype train, Tentacle Shogun, with his support coming out almost a stream, baby. Indeed. So be with us for 8
New
full months.
target acquired.
Also the person who has made all of these lovely custom icons that we get to enjoy for our game. So if you see one of these cool icons, he's the guy who made it for us, and so it is awesome. So I think we just need to keep on spending.
New target
emotes.
acquired.
Something will happen. Good, bad, or indifferent, potentially. We shall see. So who's up first? Boa is up first, although it'll be an interesting battle. So it'll be Boa doing a stand-up attacker. Then a breakthrough will be provided by Cobra. After that, we will have Adder doing their Striking Serpents work in a hold the line attacker mission, so the enemy is trying to hold them off. Then we'll have a Diamondback mission, gonna do a little bit of hide and seek, and then the conclusion to the station raid from last week, where we're actually going to knock out the other polar orbit satellite, and that will make the entire area completely out. I get to further test the Phobos. Hey, the Phobos did well last time too. So the Phobos, good mech. I think it'll work nicely. And this time you have your quirks. So last time there was a bit of a mistake in setting things up. I must have added them and not ended up saving that version. But the Phobos will now have its appropriate anti-aircraft targeting and narrow/low profiling based on how this mech is designed. Clearly it is a Marauder offshoot. But yeah, with all of that sort of out of the way, I suppose now is the time to switch over to the battle map and get things starting. So, oh yeah, as some of the eagle-eyed may have noticed, because this is a new contract, a new raid, and new things are being done, and well, we're doing a lot of raiding, there's a little bit of so did we get the Panther because of salvage mix-up last time? You didn't get the Panther. So I credited you guys armor, and we're gonna go with that. But it was only tested in a single scenario, and I get to test even more of them. This is true. Twitch is being weird? Sorry to hear that. So because of this is a brand new contract, we are bringing back the light rules, mainly because this is a raid. Like, we're doing raiding things. We're trying to actually remain somewhat covert. So the idea of us only attempting to pick battles when it's, nice, bright, and sunny is, well, not necessarily going to be a thing. So it's going to be pitch black for the first battle, which means the battle is going to get mighty close. So I suppose that is not exactly the best thing ever for the Phobos, but the Phobos shall overcome. At least it'll try. And yeah, so with all that out of the way, the options are not here. Really? Really, Twitch? At this point? What sort of insanity is this? Alright, let's get things underway. Sweet, I have Blind Fighter. So perfect for you. Excellent. So some night fighting. You are basically sneaking up on an enemy tank group that was attempting to hunt you down. They broke camp for the night, and you turned around and are now going to attempt to destroy them all, or at least a significant portion of them, so that they will have to break their assault against you and leave. So, with that all out of the way, let's march. Let's see if we can get underway. How fast is this? Double sixes. Yeah, no. No, you're just gonna walk. Let's see who can drive and who can't. If we attempt this, it would be double fives. No. He's no good. He's no good. The Vedette Swarm is real today. There will be a lot of Vedettes. There's tons of Vedettes. Vedettes are ubiquitous, man. They're everywhere. Vedettes, Scorpions, the occasional Hunter. Let's see what happens when I Reckless the Landslater. He also needs 5s. The Pitch Black is killing you guys. +2 to all movement checks. I can mainly tell my options are gone because the graphics are too sharp. They're cutting my eyes. 1920p, hell yeah. Let's see if we can Reckless. Actually, I may not have to do this. Tortoiseo has jump jets. Yeah, double 6s, I'm not going to do that, but what you can do, and here's the joke. You can jump jet, and the only penalty you're going to have to take is from high gravity, potentially. Big and Idol, yes. Hello, check this out. Picture my friend and my friend's phone service are squabbling again. They don't want to talk to each other. That's a shame. We should all just become friends. It'll be great. Boing. Just start throwing people forwards. So there will be no targeting on the first turn as the enemy's starting to wake up. Although they're pretty badly trapped up here. The Tokugawas are wheeled tanks. They can't move through forests. And hunters can, sort of, but they can only move through light forests. Vedettes as well. And then Maxims can't move through forests, but they can move over water. So there's that. I think I also have jump jets. Yes, you do. You could go to a dead world 300 light years away from human space, and you would find a locust, a scorpion, a vedette, and a neat little file somewhere. See, Holy's probably not wrong. Does Blind Fighter apply to fighting checks? I don't believe so. And I think we just demonstrated that. I don't believe so. So we're just going to chill. No targets on turn 1. And really, oh, they're trying to clear the terrain? Oh my god, Princess got so smart. By the way, folks, we have managed to achieve a level 2 hype train, so Choo Choo Hype Ranger is apparently what we have now gotten. So thank you. So jump next to them and melee them all to death. That is definitely a plan. That is 110% a plan. Hype train completed with 7 subs and 0 bits. So awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. There are now brand new emotes for all the supporters, so y'all be badass, and I love you. Hello, Leandro. Welcome to the stream. So it looks like they're trying to clear the terrain, and if this is true, then I've got to start giving them buffles, because oh my god, that would be so cool. Looking forward to it. Smart Princess to fun. I know Princess did get a lot smarter from the previous version. Like, she has been more clever. So we are yes, the bot is steadily being learned. All right, let's get everybody rocking and rolling. Not seeing any piloting checks needing to be made for gravity. So it looks like y'all have mostly acclimated to the environment. The Black Knight's going to have to move a little bit slowly, unfortunately. It crams in the maximum weapons. Although at the same time, so will the archers, so you're in good company. On the other hand, though, our skirmishing end of the lance, they are just flying forward. Reminds me of a, from the book, Starship Troopers. The scenes where they're just, like, leaping along at, like, super far boost. I love how so many have jump jets with how much more mates them. Yep, the majority of the lance is now jump jet equipped. It's beautiful. Wait, I should have read that. I should have read that because I thought it said something about clearing things. Because if they can manage to clear this through, like this one of these tiles, this will allow these Tokugawas to come out, clear that tile, and now they're onto the main map. Like, that'd be interesting. Terrain is surprisingly resilient to clearance. Unless you turn to the rules that allow flamers to Dark Forest Fire. We have not, and nobody has requested such a thing, so I haven't thought to include it just yet. Although you now have Inferno SRMs, so that might be something worth considering. So, if anybody wants to actually have it included, let me know through PM, and I will add it to the discussion thread for a day of discussion. I think the discussion thread is actually surprisingly going to hang around, just as a place for us to discuss specific rule changes, make it easier for people to sort of chat about that without getting caught up in the OOC. It'll probably move down in the stack, but it's probably going to remain. And y'all have yourselves to thank for that, because y'all had some pretty useful advice. Some of which was taken, others which was not. But I think y'all did a great job. Jump Jet Mechs will get all the XP. This is true. They will. They will probably get in amongst this, although reinforcements will probably have time. I'm rather surprised that they're missing so much. Oh, the SRMs are dealing maximum heat. Continue to fly forward. No explanation, by the way, has been given yet as to why jump jets make it easier to move in darkness. Aside from the, well, obviously your jump jets are lighting up the ground. This challenge is nice to keep things organized and still no aesthetic. Yes. Although I do worry about
New
just having too
target
many channels.
acquired.
Hello, Captain Helldog. Been with us for 12 months. Thank you so much, dude. Out go the heartbeats. All of you. Send the heartbeats. Space Black, hard to tell, it's stationary apart from a blank space. Yeah, but you have jump jets that are lighting up the cannons. Theoretically. That's the best excuse I've got. I could give nothing more. Again, folks, heartbeats in the chat. Why? To support the people who support. You can't trip if you're not on the ground. This is true. This is, in fact, a true fact. On which we may all believe full-heartedly. Alright, Battle Master. Yeah, of course we're not just gonna... We're gonna fly. Although, these mechs also generally are a bit skewed for longer range combat, so... a bit ironic when I stop to think about it. Like, the best close quarters combat mech we have here is probably Torizo. Because Torizo has a pretty substantial amount of close range firepower now. 4 medium lasers and an SRM-6 on the Phobos is not really super heavy close range. And I believe, yeah, you've only got like, what, 4 medium lasers and 2 flamers. So Torizo is currently going to be the main damage dealer. So let's see. Jumpjets, if I recall correctly, were more like MechWarrior Living Legends and MechWarrior Online. I hate the MechWarrior Online implementation of jump jets. I hate the MechWarrior 5 implementation of jump jets. The like slow hover up a little bit. No, I hate that. I despise that. Love the MekHQ ARs. Thank you very much. I try. I hope people are enjoying them. There has been some chat as to new characters introduced in the ARs, which I thought was very cool. Oh, the reinforcements have arrived. Got 2 Panthers, a Javelin, and a Stinger. So best of luck to you. It's now maximum outnumbered. Should start like setting time limits on these battles. Like, you got 10 rounds. All the firepower is in their feet, and by that I mean they'll need to use their feet. They'll need to use a lot of them. You have Taylor to blame for how Torizo is outfitted? Ah, he would be so happy to hear you say that. Ooh, can't hit him. It's a 13 because of the pitch black. How much? Pitch black is a +4. That's rough. So if I want to hit him, I'll have to stop. Black Knight can't help. I don't believe... yeah, you can't help either. You can shoot, but it would be a 15. Again, we'd have to stand still, and it would be 11s at that point. Oh no, it'd be 12s, because the jumping is a 3. They should have had different... hang on a sec. They should have had different gravity maps where jump jets work great, and on some where you're floating target and where others are very floating. That would be really cool, and I 110% agree with you. I think it's great. Because in so for those who don't know, MechWarrior Living Legends does have that system. So if you're on like a little tiny asteroid, you go flying with jump jets. These are Yakuza? No, these are still Rosselhog Defense Force. Or if you do trip, the jump jets recognize it and thinks it will flight and fire, but self-correct or something. Are there any other battles in darkness? 3 out of the 4 ground battles are in darkness, yes. So it's one of those days. Alrighty. Looks like they've given up on trying to clear the board. But we will be on top of the enemy shortly enough, and death will then ensue. Run as fast as you can. It is tempting to run them. So tempting to run them. Although there's a lot of forest here for what is ostensibly farmland. I'm gonna have to start curating the maps more now. Like, I'm curating opposition, but I should probably start curating maps as well. Ooh. Oh, death from above. It would be a 10. So not gonna do that, but still, I love the idea. That's a +1, that's a +1, that's a +2, +6. You have a gunnery of what now? The +6 is an 8, +1 more for the walk, +1 more for the run. Yeah, that'd be a 10 to hit. Screw it. We're going right on top of each other. Nobody's going to be able to hit stuff, but that's not the point. We're going to give him a boot. What a boot. Great, until he doesn't have Gauss back in. It'll be fun. These are pretty excellent. Lots of weapons. Yep. Oh, in Pitch Black? No, this is the only Pitch Black battle, I believe. I think the other one is a Dusk/Dawn, and I believe the other one's a Full Moon Night. So it's not that bad. All space battles are in dark. Didn't you see the last space battle? This is true. All space battles take place in the darkness. If you destroy the one forest in this world in the fighting, does that count as pillaging infrastructure? A fascinating way. If you destroy it by a lumber camp, then yes. Wow, that's a 14 to hit. That's not going to happen. You got nothing. You've got nothing. All right, Marauder, you have pulse lasers. Which pulse lasers are very useful when you're trying to shoot at somebody who's basically invisible due to the dark. So you shall fire a pair of twin medium pulse lasers and some medium lasers, and we'll just sort of ratchet up some heat, but we'll be done there. That'll be fine. The Phobos, on the other hand, right on top of things, can't do that. Also can't do that, so... yeah, unless you've got laser spec, you do not have laser spec. Well, that's gonna be a no from me too, dog. I could turn off the field inhibitor, but I'm not going to do that. I could decouple it. Field inhibitor off. Be a 13. No. It's too dangerous. Finally got the stream working. Nice. I don't think it's every pitch black. It's very pitch black. +4 for pitch black is rash, so no sensors. Well, you do have sensors, but I mean, this is 1980s BattleTech, so. We did actually manage to store a hit with the pulse lasers. Lovely. This was before night vision was like super common, so that's part of the reason why you see that problem. It's a 14, so that ain't gonna happen. And if I give him a boot, that'll be a 10. Give him a punch. I don't think actually you're supposed to be able to punch. Do you have lower actuators? Might. You may not. Be a +4. You know what? No, we're just gonna stand still. Yeah, you needed a tiny mist. You needed a 3 roll to have. Okay, so the pitch black is not affecting the pilot skill rolls to stay on your feet. Spirits, indeed, we are choo-choo. Right, we're gonna walk now. That'll cut some of our instability off. Got a lot of ground to cover.
All systems
Landslayer way behind. Volversagan is now following. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy your time here. As my mech warriors are fearing the dark. Although I think they may come to learn to love the dark, as the dark can give them many advantages that the light would never allow. I think I'm gonna try and keep the group together here. I'm gonna bounce you like so. That means, of course, that I won't be able to stomp, but that's not the point. The point is, even with field inhibitors on, it's an 11, so that's probably actually going to be a fairly easy shot. Never mind, it's still an 11. What? I guess we're just going to fire all our medium lasers. And not the flamers. That'll be done with you. Black Knight, no target. Archer, still no target, I assume? Yeah, no target. Too much forest. It's terrifying, people. 11s. 11s. They're going to be shooting at me a lot. 9s. I can work with 9s, or I can switch over to pulse lasers and have 7s. Oh, I'm definitely going to work with that. Alright, let's just go right for the pulses. AC2 tank. Pulse, pulse. Medium, medium, medium. Here we go. Beautiful. Fellows, he's standing at your feet. What will you do? That's not bad, actually. Fire one less of those, and then instead pack up with the SRM-6. Do you have Infernos? You do have Infernos. Let's see if we can't light up his life. We'll see how that ends up working. Well, we're not doing 5 battles today. I wouldn't assume that just yet. We've got 3 hours to kill. We've only gone through 1/3 of the first hour, so we got a lot of time. Alrighty, so all misses on that. Stinger not doing so well either. Misses, whole bunch of misses. Who did hit? None other than the Marauder. The Marauder got another medium laser strike on a target, which will slow him down. And then a whole bunch of misses, continue to miss, and on to misses. Beautiful. I could go for a punch, but it would be a 13. I'm going to swing anyway because I don't get penalized for attempting to punch. 6, on the other hand, is absolutely an accurate kick. So the Marauder misses his punch, obviously. Fire Javelin misses his kick, obviously. The Phobos does hit his kick on the Hunter, so that'll be a nice amount of damage. And then, yeah, so the Panther looks like he fell over. No, the Panther missed his physical attacks, so the Javelin stays up, the Panther drops, crits his arm, and the other Panther stays standing. So now he's got to stand up at a +4. There's opportunity here. Not maneuver all that well, but that's okay. I think the Phobos can. Phobos will move right there with the assumption that the Panther is going to fail his attempt to stand up. But Darkness Battle's going to take a while? It could be. Javelin built Snake Eyes. Congratulations, Fire Javelin. You're clearly the most skilled pilot in this entire area. I could, of course, just amp up the recklessness, run as fast as we can, but I just don't think that he can make these checks. He would end up nose planting for no reason at all. You're going to actually back up. Oh, you can't back up in the dark. The dark is too dangerous, of course, to back up in, as apparently we all well know. He did succeed in standing, but he didn't really move much. In fact, he didn't move at all. So we can actually take advantage of that. So it'll be 12s. So at that point, I may as well fire the PPCs. But now we're going to go for just as many shots as possible. Never mind, we are actually going to fire one of the PPCs. I was wrong. We can't hit any 12s. You're out of range, you're out of range. You, on the other hand, I can twist around, and I can bring in pulse lasers to bear at close quarters combat. Why do you have so much heat in this mech? Phobos is going to join in on the party. 9s is not bad. It really isn't. Since he's not a vehicle, I'm going to continue to dump medium laser fire into him rather than the far more deadly Infernos. Can't even sprint over open terrain. It's a +4, so the normal sprinting rules would be very dangerous. He'd have to hit 5s. He'd have to hit 3 5s in order to do that, and Warden's no better, unfortunately. We have limited supplies to make spares. This actually works in your favor then, because your pilots are actually more skilled. So, oh, bouncing the damage again due to low profile. I do not understand how effective that is, because it's stupidly good. Getting some medium laser strikes through on our lovely little Panther. More strikes on through thanks to the Phobos. Not doing so hot on their side, but they are starting to cook themselves a little bit, which is lovely. You're done. You, however, can bunch. It'll be 11s this time. Perfect. And a boot would be a 6. I'll take the 6. I think we can do it. The attack from the Marauder misses, and then the Phobos rolls a 5. Why? How much danger is it to move recklessly? You can fall over. I assume the Atlas can't get no narrow profile? It cannot, no. It's a chunky boy. Oh, why? Why did you fail that? You rolled a 5 of all the things to have rolled. Alright, so the Phobos missing that kick, which was very important. Physical attacks for the Panther do actually manage to kick the Marauder. Marauder stays standing, however, the Panther falls again. So that's lovely. Not sure which Panther fell. Oh, it was the Panther behind us. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn around under the hope and belief that he will not get up. We'll keep on marching. So, the test that people wanted to see. Let's watch Warden. Rush at maximum speed. He needs 5. Can he make it? Oh, he actually made it. Warden surging on ahead. Part of the Black Knight's problem is he has to move through forest, which I believe needs a check every time he moves through forest, which is kind of rough. The Panther decided he wanted to stay still. The Panther doesn't really have any good guns, though, for close quarters combat. So it's like one of those but why sort of problems. Not quite sure that was the right decision on his part. We're gonna risk a little bit. I saw you moving there. Don't think I didn't come prepared. 3-5 of Cobra are low profile Mafia. Is that true? The Phobos, the Marauder, and who else? Oh, in Cobra. Sorry, Chris. I was thinking Boa. Can Princess turn off the field inhibitor? No. Princess doesn't. At least I don't think so. I don't believe the Princess understands the special rule abilities like field inhibitors and the like. So I'm just gonna fire into you. I'll throw in the flamers. Actually, I'll delete the flamers and I'll fire a PPC into his face. Enjoy that one. Black Knight still trudging along. Although, at least last week, the Black Knight got a chance to really flex his muscles by just zipping everywhere and beating the shit out of everything. So it is only fitting that today he chills a bit. Oh, looks like Warden's actually in range. He's got some LRM-5 strikes that he's now going to attempt to make. So that just goes to show just how ridiculous Warden's abilities with missiles are. He is a savant. Pulse lasers, medium lasers, more medium lasers, and you know what, we're just gonna light you on fire. We're not, because lighting on fire would be a bit of a step too far. 8s. Ooh, 8s may actually manage to get something done. Do I want to go up a heat threshold? Yes. We're gonna risk it. +6. Low pro mafia because they break kneecaps. No, they tend to go headshots. I didn't realize the Lancelot was a low profile. Wouldn't as many things. This is true. Alright, we got a whole bunch of misses going on. More misses than you can shake a stick at. Marauder managed to get a hit with a medium laser. These pulses have not been reliable for him. Despite the fact that he's had the easier chances with them, he keeps hitting with the normal medium lasers. Because apparently pulse lasers are too easy. The Phobos opens up, hits hard, 2 medium laser strikes onto the target, and follows up with a solid SRM strike, which does crit his upper arm. That's going to make that accuracy on that PPC even worse. So, beautiful. Perfect. Everything we were looking for. Hit on a 7. I love it. Hit on a 9. I don't love it. I will instead try and throw fists at you. And kick on a 5. I love it. Alright, so the Battlemaster misses. He rolled a 2. Because of course he did. I don't think my jokes are hitting today. Wait, which jokes? I don't know. I'm very not bad sense of humor. I'm gonna go with that. Doesn't look like your boyfriend with sisters. Alrighty, so moving on. Javelin does actually manage to kick the Marauder, unfortunate. The Marauder then proceeds to whiff 2 punches, but we were kind of expecting that. The Panther the Phobos manages to kick the Panther and nearly shatters the entire thing. That's a hip and a lower leg, plus the maneuverability attempts to stay moving. That's going to be great. The Marauder, on the other hand, does fall, needed a 6, rolled a 5, and not doing so well. The one Panther that did get kicked that had its knee and its hip absolutely shattered is now down on the ground. So beautiful. The Marauder, we're going to have to hope he can get up, because if he can't, then life is painful. Needs a 4. He's got it. He has it under control. Alright. I'm gonna do one reckless run. Oh, apparently they're like, no. If you want speed, that's the direction you go in. They're probably right, actually. Probably is a poor idea. Now, where's the Black Knight? There's the Black Knight. You're almost through the forest. Carl's being Mr. Dagger today. So this is what it feels like to not be the latest mech in the Lance. Yup. Could go across to the side and sprint that far. What, up here? Along to this? Yeah, we could. I think the battle's going to be over by the time he gets here, which is why I'm kind of not fussed. The Panther is just standing still. I think we're just going to have a good old-fashioned slugfest here. Because otherwise this is going to take forever. Alright, hi. Obviously not that, but instead these. And then that. I'm not going to use the inhibitor off because the chance of that cracking something is just too high. And I don't want to accidentally lose the mech. Alright, twist. Hi, Mr. Fire Javelin? Yes. I need 6s and 8s to hit you. So if you wouldn't mind exploding. Yes, I'm going to tank that heat as much as possible. Because this is a perfect opportunity to try and deal as much damage as possible. I would love to open up with more in here, but I do need to keep the temperature somewhat under control. Generally, it just means my piloting rolls are cursed or I go in the mix to consider death traps. Alrighty. Marauder laying in hard onto the Javelin does damage open the shoulder. However, the shoulder doesn't have anything on a Fire Javelin, for those who don't know. Looks like the Phobos is utterly annihilating the Panther, blows off his right leg entirely. Right torso is getting mostly shattered, and the center torso now has internal damage being taken. I think if we had followed that up with an SRM strike, it probably would have killed him, but it also would have brought us over 10 heat, and I don't want to do that. Oh, yeah, anyway. So, doing fairly well on that one. Javelin continuing to accomplish absolutely nothing, which is beautiful because we stood still and that would have been dangerous. Javelin stays standing despite having taken 20 damage. Wait, did Javelin take 20 damage? Show me this Javelin getting shot at. Oh, the Marauder. Oh, wow, it actually hit a lot more than I thought it did. No, he actually managed to hit with both of his pulse lasers and 2 of the medium lasers. So that's where all that damage came from. Yeah, Javelin managed to stay standing. However, the Panther does not, as it's now missing a leg. And it was probably going to be stomped to death. Nice little boot going on over here. A couple of punches going on over here, and there's a dude laying prone on the ground. Needs a 2 to hit. So Battlemaster gets a major hit down on the other standing Panther, gets him down to 3 armor remaining. No critical hits on that one, unfortunately. Fire Javelin does manage to kick the Marauder's leg for 13 armor remaining. However, the Marauder misses both of his punches, but I mean, we're kind of expecting that by this point. Enjoyed beating up lights, which is strangely enough the same thing I did in Enter. Phobos proceeds to utterly and completely annihilate that panther. Just stepped right on the right torso, into the center torso, and broke the whole thing. So good job. Other panther misses. That panther then falls. As it falls, it blows up its right leg, making it basically completely and totally dead. It hasn't realized this yet, but the Battlemaster is going to kill it now this round. So, if I reckless you. You can do it! He did it! Success. Success and glory, thy name is Brick. Alright, this is the Vanguard plan. And the Vanguard plan is successful. Please stop using my PVC housing as fists. But that's what they're there for! How do you expect to manage to kill all of your targets if you don't punch them in the face with a PVC? I don't understand kids these days. Alright, we're now going to spin this sucker right on around. Nice little pirouette. We're going to have a little bit of a, well, we're going to gang up on him, and we're going to have some fun with it. Yeah, that panther is still not succeeding in getting up. Missing a leg will do that to you. Fire the PVC, and then the medium lasers. And sure, why not? Throw in a flamer. Double flamers all the way? Yeah, absolutely. Given to heaven, one would be assuming my leg is now stuck in the panther. But you teach the wisdom of attitude relates. Don't utilizing them for uselessly. Alright, who else you got? Nothing. Still nothing at this range. So we managed to stand still because we wanted to basically beat the ever-living crap out of a javelin. Because who doesn't want to beat the ever-living crap out of a javelin? Like, seriously. +7, I will take the +7 because the javelin's sitting still. The moment he wisens up and starts moving quickly is the moment that we're not going to be able to get him anymore. 17 for 14 for +3, yeah, it'd be +7. +7 is a... Ooh, +7 is 1 beneath the inaccuracy to fire. We're going to fire. And then we're going to jump next turn. Yeah, right torso gone completely off that panther on the ground, but it does look like it's going to need a little bit more emphasis to completely annihilate. Oh, it was the right arm, not the right torso. The right torso is still intact. So we'll have to step on him to make sure that he completely goes down. Tokugawa, wow, managed to roll a 12. Thankfully, because of his narrow profile, he only takes 5 from that instead of the full 10. But that Tokugawa is taking no prisoners. He managed to nail the Marauder after the 12. So good job there. Also, looks like the javelin finally actually managed to hit something. Got a glancing blow to the head, which did 2 damage because it rounds the medium laser damage down. And because he has no edge, it just has to go into him. He does manage to stay conscious, but he does take 1 hit off of that. So be careful. Marta then returns the favor. And yeah, left torso is pretty badly knocked out. That's 2 medium laser crits, so that should be both of his medium lasers on that side gone. His firepower is now halved. And heat sinks. 2 heat sinks are out of that. So fire javelins already have problems with heat. This is just making it so much worse. Phobos then opens fire on that javelin and decides that no more left torso entirely, and transferring all of that damage into the center torso, blows through the armor on the CT. Right torso is down to 3 structure remaining. However, that javelin miraculously is still standing. I don't know how, but it is. I'm gonna step on you, and no. What if I kick? Kicks is a 6, I will take the 6. Kick is a 4, I'll take the kick. Alright, Battlemaster smashes that left leg on the other side up into the left torso. The Panther's still alive, technically. Marauder then stomps on the right leg, heavily damaged. The Phobos misses, rolls a 3 instead of the 4 that he needed. Everybody stay standing. Killing me here. Oh, and the pilot bails. Okay, we're gonna go pick this guy up real quick. Jump. Boing. No, this does not barbecue the pilot. We are going to reckless this maximum. I gotta rearrange these buttons so that reckless is more easily accessible than it currently is. Oh, he's down. No, it's all Vanguard's fault. He tripped. Get him back up. On the move. Into the trees. Double 5s. And he makes it. Javelin needs to die. Yeah, the Javelin definitely needs to die. Javelin only needed a 4. The punch with Battle Fist Torso has no such equipment on board. I saw it destroyed and got very worried. The Panther's dead. This Panther's dead. The Javelin apparently is dead as well. Oh, did the Javelin kill itself trying to stand up? Show me the round report. Please. Oh, that's nice that it's very small, I suppose. So there's 3 on that. Oh, we haven't gotten past the phase yet, so I have to use other things. What'd you miss? Death and destruction. It follows everyone. Especially the Torso. I think I need to get on the move. Let's jump you. I'm going to move you out of the fight for... Oh, no, there's the fire javelin. Oh, he's still standing, and he's now attempting to retreat. All right, this will probably not hit him, but that's not the point. It's not the point of the exercise at all. And can I not make that turn? I cannot make that turn. Okay. That's okay. We're going to jump. We're going to start maneuvering for the next couple of rounds. Yeah, Panther destroyed by ejection. All right, no targets for the Battlemaster because this mass of forest right here is causing insanity. Bullying lights, indeed. What they do. What you would do, I assume. All right, need 16s on the PPCs, so we're probably not going to hit that. Twin Pulse Laser, it's probably all we're going to actually get hit. That actually puts us in neutral heat, but that's also the only weapons that'll actually hit. So he needs 11s to pull that one off. I don't think he'll be able to do it, but a man can dream. And we'll just chill with you. Oh, wow, I spoke far too soon. So he managed to roll the 11 that he needs, blows off the right leg, funnels into the right torso. As he falls, he manages to smash down, destroys his right torso, and puts it into the center torso. Good job. Very, very good job. We're not going to step on pilots. That's not what we do. But we will, however, step on knocked over. No. No. We're going to avoid that. Javelin pilot ejected anyway. Alright. Jump. Boing. Alright. Can you do it again? Can you pull this off? You need a 5. Aha, he got it. A little bit of light scratches on his mechs, but he's still rocking and a-rolling. Double 5s. Double 5s all the way. The ability for jump jets to turn to any facing for free is super strong close quarters. Yep. The big problem, of course, is the lack of accuracy, but that's not really that much of a problem when you stop to consider a couple of other things. Yeah, the Phobos just isn't going to bother to move since his target moved right where he needs to be. Thank you. Yeah, Javelin destroyed by ejection, of course. But the Phobos, hi, your target basically walked in front of you. Target not marked. Oh, that's because it selected the Battlemaster. Alright, we'll have the Battlemaster do his shooting first. And Hunter? Normally 12s. Can I get something a little bit better than that, if you don't mind? Hunter or Verdette AC2? We'll go for the Hunter. Hunter is more dangerous. 12s. 4 of those. No bother with the Flamer, and nothing else. Black Knight, no targets. Archer, no targets. And the Marauder. Hi, I came here in order to take care of you. Because you're worth not a ton of PPV, but you are worth something. Phobos will target the guy at the legs, and that'll be 6s. Oh, actually, throw in that SRM6. Add an Inferno, if you don't mind. It's not like we're using the rules for fire yet. Add some. Dibs on picking up the Javelin Pilot. I think the Javelin Pilot's already been taken care of. Battlemaster actually managing to secure one of those 12s that he needed. So good job damaging the motive systems. Stinger opening fire and does actually manage to hit. Glancing blow once again thanks to that narrow low profile. That you guys are getting so much mileage out of that perk. Like an insane amount of mileage out of that perk. Marauder then opens fire, instantly hits the gyro. So good job. He's having a bad day. A fall down may actually kill him here. And wow, okay. Apparently turret blown off is... Oh no, destroyed by turret blown off. So instantaneous kill by the Phobos as well. Stinger falls, lands on the CT. 1 center torso remaining. Okay. Let's see if we can't end that. And it's ended. Okay, that's all the battle mechs off the field. That's the 50% that you needed. Congratulations. Victory has been achieved. Damage was minor. Do we control the side of the battlefield? I do believe that we do. Light damage to the Black Knight from a little bit of a tumble. Wow, a lot of a tumble, because it was he fell on his back on that one. So, could have been worse. Tortozo, of course, got a little bit banged up because of tons of incoming fire. However, the amount of stuff he's getting out of this narrow low profile quirk is insane. Like, bravo, sir, bravo. Unfortunately, some injuries coming down to Sentinel and to Brick because of their tumbles. But other than that, they're fine. Okay then. We're gonna turn off all of these because we're gonna salvage everything. My techs are not keeping up with the salvage, just so you know. They're trying, they are in fact failing, and oh, we did not get the Tokugawa. Yeah, we didn't get either of these. They were completely undamaged. If it's undamaged, we didn't get it. So they would have just pulled away. Same with you and with you. Can't be overly goody. We did, however, get that. This Panther is inoperable, but still alive. Same thing with the Fire Javelin. Crippled because it lost his turret, and the Stinger is salvaged. Fixed. Alrighty, so one Panther goes to the Phobos, the other Panther goes to the Ichabod. Fire Javelin is pretty much all the responsibility. Actually, no, it was a bit of a joint effort. The final knockdown, though, was Torzo. Torzo grabs that one, and the Flip Platoon, we didn't actually kill him. Can we check the scrap at the enemy if we ever run out of ammo? Nope. Not going for board clears? No. Not for tonight. Forced withdrawal. Woo! These guys are all forced to withdraw. See, we did it. Perfection. Excellent. We did it. We did it. Okay, so a good victory on through with that one. Minimal damage, although some people in the infirmary. First thing I'm going to do, though, personnel, goes to prisoners, because we're not taking prisoners. I don't mean that in an evil way. It's mean just they just, like, goodbye. Alright, infirmary. Hi, how bad was it? A bruise and a laceration. Seriously, you guys? Seriously? Assign you to the doctor, and hopefully they'll. That's next on this one. Can we... what injuries were inflicted in this battle? Yeah, a bruise on Brick's left arm and lacerations to Sentinel's head, so you have a cut across. But other than that, you're fine. 3 ultra green prisoners. I like fighting militia. Yep. Welcome. Oh, by the way, for those of you who haven't seen, this is the Scandia system. So you're here on Scandia. Ignore the fact that the atmosphere says toxic. It's not. I've checked multiple times. You have a lieutenant doctor? Yeah, so right now in the current version there is a bit of a bug when it comes to people's ranks, and that under normal circumstances what I would do is I would come over to my campaign options, I'd come to my rank system, and I would just reuse the previous rank system that we had been using with Centurions and all that. Unfortunately, it doesn't stick. It always defaults back to Second Star League no matter what you do. Now you can go into the game and you can change Second Star League to be whatever ranking system that you want. I don't feel like doing that because I don't want to mess with that too much. So, also because several people use the default Second Star League anyway. So if I do that, I may end up breaking stuff that I don't mean to break. So I'm a little bit hesitant to do it on that alone. So that's why people are various ranks. But yeah, okay. Next battle. Killing more people. Who's up? It's Cobra! Daylight with lights on. Yeah, Cobra's the one lance that got the daylight battle. They were the one person who rolled into it, and they get to go into town. So let's rock and or roll. Cobra. Welcome to this lovely town. Isn't this such a lovely little abandoned mining town? Beautiful, right? The enemy forces here. There will be further enemy forces, but hey, let's get ready to rumble. We're just gonna run right on forward. At the moment, there's no reason to pause, but I would like to take this hill and basically put Ghost up on top of it because he can shoot down and command most of this valley. If I can get on this hill, even better. Cobra got Shore League. They just want to clear the hostiles. It'll be great. Oh yeah. Game. Place player. Okie doke. Game. Place player. Okie doke. And we're walking. Everybody on the move. Kind of a shame that Simbri's not using the stock Wolverine again. His the custom Griffin that Grizzly made for the hidden blades for Simbri was absolutely beautiful, and I loved it so much. Alright, I'm gonna fire lasers at long range. Let's see what happens. And we're going to set damage high-low just because it'll assign things properly. Already the Tokugawa is under fire. Ooh, a lot under fire too. Diamondback, no, Diamondback is not yet deployed. They are actually going to be the last ones. Cobra Kai. Have we seen this map before? No, this is a random generated map. And I think Adder is after this thin era. Yep, that is the order of operations today. Wow, this is the most unfortunate Tokugawa that I can think of. Gauss rifle powered up. Target 6. Rock and roll. And the only person who's not going to be joining in on this is going to be Simpri. Because all of his weapons are short ranged. Alright, Grand Dragon misses his PPC. The Grasshopper manages to hit with his large laser. Osrock hits with his large laser. Then we finally get a Gauss rifle hit through. So there's 25 armor remaining on the front because of unfortunate shot placement. And the Grasshopper actually takes a shot in return. Managed to roll a 10 out of 10. Can you move the weapon screens so we see the hit chance? Sure. And there we go. I'll be under you guys a little bit, but should be fine. Alright, Grasshopper. This is 1, 2, 3. Not gaining a whole heck of a lot, but I do want some evasion out of this. Because I'm trying not to get people killed. I know I may be failing in that plan, but it is the idea. Finally get the Wolverine into range. Grasshopper! Large laser. Pulse, pulse. And, you know, yeah, just go for it. That's what you normally do. 7 on the PPC should be beautiful. No reason to follow up with anything else. I still make a Wolverine. That would be cool. I hyped up to see the arrow. The last one was very cool. Not that the mechs aren't fun. I'm slowly adding more and more stuff into the... Oh wow, really? I'm slowly adding more and more stuff into the aerospace combat too. So this aerospace combat will be featuring the first actual on-map station, rather than implying that a station exists. So that ought to be fun. And lasers. Astrum would probably be more effective actually in this scenario. I'm a little bit hesitant to use it just because I'm trying to save ammunition, but... Alright, half movement. He's now immobilized thanks to the Grasshoppers. Oh no, thanks to the Grand Dragon. And lots of fire, more fire. There we go. Tokugawa actually missed his shots, but the Wolverine finally finishes him off with a medium laser strike after the SRM-6 misses. So of course we managed to lose all our ammunition. I just dreamed the sound of that gas rifle. It's a lovely weapon, isn't it? Very long range. However, if it explodes, we don't really have replacements. The recover. The Tokugawa has the high ground. He used to have. Well, no, I suppose he still has the high ground, depending on what the terminal velocity of shrapnel is. You can do it. I believe in you. You can roll 3. You can do it. I wonder if there's like a tonnage limit for when it starts mattering. But I'm not sure. Mouse as well. Because the Wolverine's jumping in high gravity, but the Lancelot didn't need to make that check. Still not sure quite how the high gravity rules work. Flatbed trucks, no! This flatbed truck, of course, has an autocannon on the back of it, thus making it a technical, for those of you wondering. Is Simbri a Jedi? He can swing through the air, and his weapons extend. Well, there are actually lightsaber tonfas, so I suppose yes. I'm just waiting for some random alicorn. We're not at that time period yet, but someday. Sentinel? Yes, the Sentinel is very interesting, isn't it? I like that mech a lot. This is the most unfortunate flatbed truck of all time. Because I'm just going to keep firing heavy weapons at it. And if any one of these hit him, it will probably shatter him entirely. Which is kind of what I'm looking forward to be honest. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Ostrak took it. By virtue of everybody ahead of him missing. Although the Gauss rifle does manage to hit the corpse of the truck, so there is that much. Hi Vidette, are you going to maneuver into a position that I cannot follow you with? I get the feeling that's what you're going to do. Oh, you'll be able to see the Sentinel probably. Yep. Jump, little Ostrak. You can soar. Needed 3s. Sentinel moving to a side position. Simbri will follow. Next turn, he will have some fantastic positioning. That is, of course, if the Grasshopper doesn't beat him to the punch, which he very well may. My Grand Dragon has a shot on another flatbed truck. Take 2, Electric Boogaloo. You got a Tokugawa insight that you can engage. You do not actually see the Sentinel after his movement. I don't think you're going to be needed for the flatbed truck, so I'm going to save the ammunition. I know. I probably shouldn't have even fired at the last one, too. Triple medium laser strike will work with that. Yeah, flatbed taken out by PBZ. As needed. Sentinel's an interesting 40-tonner. Use I agree. Cover reaching units. Grasshopper, very heavily digging into that Sentinel. Right torso is already open. Grand Dragon annihilating the flatbed truck. Ostrak missing his shot on the Tokugawa and the flatbed. Oh no, he does actually hit the flatbed, so it's a bit of an annoyance there, but hey. Tokugawa returning fire. Another AC-10 hit on that Grasshopper. He seems to love eating AC-10 rounds. This is a problem. There's a lot of Tokugawas. A lot of them. Through armor critical to 2 locations. Hits engine, hits gyro on the Sentinel from Simbri. A beautiful shot. That Sentinel opening fire on the Grasshopper, continuing to go at it, manages to hit all of his rounds of shooting. Staying standing, though, the Grasshopper does, and the Sentinel, on the other hand, succeeds on his first check and fails the second, which drops him down, landing on his head, which, that's a problem. He rolls a 12 for both of his state consciousness rolls. That's impressive. The Sentinel is now down with a gyro out, so I don't know if he's going to be able to recover from that one. I will move the Wolverine up. Jump the Wolverine right on next to him. Bounce for the 3, totally fine. That Vedette may actually eat fire. Gonna do that. Oh wow, the Sentinel getting up, really? Okay, in that case, Lancelot, he's yours. And the Grasshopper is gonna go for this Vedette. Actually, no, maybe I shouldn't. Trying to figure out a position that I should be jumping to so that I can get to the Tokugawa after that. Grand Dragon in a good position to engage the Tokugawa as well, so beautiful. Being awfully stingy with my medium lasers. I mean, you couldn't, it was an 11 to hit with the medium lasers on the last time of shooting, so yes, a little bit. I apologize for nothing. Grand Dragon is going to start taking shots. Ooh, 7s. 5s or 7s. You know what? I'm actually gonna we're gonna overheat him a little bit, which is something I'm generally reluctant to do to that dragon, because that dragon can find itself in a heat spiral very quickly. Same thing here actually. +6, no, a little overheat, minor overheat. However, I am going to fire a Gauss rifle into your back and follow that up with a couple of medium lasers. By couple, I mean pretty much everything I've got. You're going to join in on the fun against the Tokugawa, and when I say fun, please infer little quotation marks around it to indicate that I'm not having that much fun shooting it. Got the heat capacity yellow. It's about discipline. It's not an AC-20 you're balancing against anymore. Alright, so the Vedette does actually manage to hit the Grasshopper with another AC-5. The Grasshopper we're getting a little bit light for my taste. Grasshopper, however, returning the fire and immobilizing his target entirely. The Vedette does manage to shoot a machine gun into the head of the Ostrak. No edge to duck that away. And so that's going to be another injury onto him. Grand Dragon nailing the Tokugawa at range, bringing the front armor down to 30. These tanks, they're wheeled, but they're still dangerous. Does not manage to hit with his medium laser fire follow-up. Tokugawa double tapping over towards the Lancelot with his AC-10 and SRM-6, accomplishing nothing. And the Ostrak has managed to blow off the turret off of another Vedette. Good job. I would recommend not calling it a pineapple. Wait, what? The giant walking pineapple is putting that Gauss to good use. Oh, I always figured it was more gold than pineapple, but okay. Gauss rifle from the Lancelot sinking deep into the center torso rear on that Sentinel, blowing away most of the armor and through on the right arm. So he has how much structure remaining? 4 internal center torso structure remaining. Ow, that must hurt a lot. Wolverine opening fire on the Tokugawa does actually manage to nick him twice on the front, which brings his armor down to 20. Sentinel goes down, manages to crit out his left arm, and takes another injury. That's 3 total hits. Rolls at 11. His first roll to stay conscious for hitting his head on the fall down was a 12. His second one, because of the fall down, was a 12. And now he's rolled in 11. Who is this pilot? No, seriously, it's Marietta Partino. a good proper Draconis Combat name. But yeah, that pilot is some badassery right there. May theoretically even end up killing the pilot just through falls alone. All right, Ostrock, it's time to close on this Tokugawa and make sure that it knows exactly who boss is. Actually, if I walk that, can I get faster? No, I can't. Okay. Turn. We shall engage using their superior maneuverability. I think I can avoid the Vedette entirely. I'm gonna jump like this because I don't want to get shot at by that AC-10 again. I'm getting rather unpleasant flashbacks at this point. Level 7, level 6. I will take that. That should give me cover and the 3 movement bonus. Lancelot. Wow, he got up again. That's actually kind of fascinating. Okay, can I get away from the tank? I can't. Well, I'll take it. Alright, Lancelot, you really do not want to engage big nasty things. What level are you on right now? You are on level 8. I can't back you up onto another level, but I can do that. Just give me a little bit of cover. So, hi. Fire all the things. 26, that'll be a +7, that should be fine. Grand Dragon still has a solid target. He will go for another PPC shot because it's brilliant. Actually, no, maybe not. Well, 3 medium lasers or spreading it out. I actually really just want to chunk through that frontal armor. I'm going to fire the PPC again. Yeah, Ostrock. Oh, you don't actually see it, so yeah, okay. Yeah, turn to fire over here. It'll be fine. Fires a large laser into that. The Lancelot will twist slightly and fire another gas rifle shot. And because Shade apparently has indicated that his preference for fighting is YOLO, I shall fire everything I've got into that. Large or medium laser burst on that. So the Grasshopper stuns the crew again, brings them down to 3 left side structure. Hopefully that'll take it out entirely. Tokugawa nailing another hit with that AC-10 onto the left torso, but thanks to the low profile, that'll be a glancing hit on the left torso and brings it down to 5 damage. Grand Dragon has managed to cause the SRM-6 to malfunction, and the Ostrock comes in, knocks out the Vedettes. Is anybody going to kill that Tokugawa, though? Gauss Rifle hits the front of the Tokugawa. However, all of the medium laser follow-up does nothing, so he has 5 frontal armor remaining. What are ghost stats? Did you see a 2-4 pilot? Potentially. But I'm not sure what ghost stats are off the top of my head. YOLO is the only option he penalties be tipped. Wolverine leaning on in to try and hurt the Sentinel as much as it possibly can. Did not get quite what we were looking for. We're going to put a nice little stomp down on that. And then I'm going to put a nice little kick on that since you fell over, it looks like. Double boot. Tokugawa gets destroyed, as does the Sentinel. And that should be a clear board. Congratulations. Graveyard contains Field Gunner's AC-5. Yeah, there was some interesting stuff that I had planned that ended up not being a thing, much to my severe annoyance. So we do control the battlefield. Light damage onto the Ostrock. Everybody else, more or less undamaged. Nothing to... Oh, an injury taken on Dragon over here. And these guys never existed at all, so they're going to be marked as escaped. This was going to be such a cool company that would show up on you guys. It was some fun little field guns and a machine gun platoon, but no. You guys did, however, manage to take all the tanks, so good job. Another Vedette successfully captured. At this rate, you'll actually have the tanks to be able to build a vehicle company. Ignore that. Nobody got the field gunners. Nobody got any of that. They didn't exist. And you did manage to break on through. Congratulations. Victory is yours. 3-4 makes more sense. I have to go to work now. Have fun. All right, see you around, Shadow. Thanks for stopping on by. And with that, we're going to finish the top of the hour with having completed 2 of the 5 missions. Somebody was saying how we weren't going to be able to accomplish anything. Although, to be fair, half of the opposition didn't show. Probably should have remade it. Anyway, so that's going to do it for today's episode. I have been Derek. If you like what I'm saying, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to receive a notification every single time I release one of these videos. Press that little bell icon to comment, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Ta-ta.